Hey Huskies fans, welcome back into another edition of the Weekend Warmup presented by SCSUtickets.com. I'm Sam Getzinger, and the last few days have seen a lot of action in Husky athletics. We start with the Huskies women's hockey team. They completed a long stretch of 3 games in 5 days. Over the weekend, number 3 ranked Wisconsin came to town, and it was a fairly successful series for the Cardinal and Black on the ice. The Huskies picked up their first point against the Badgers since 2015. Tuesday marked a 1-game stand against Minnesota Duluth, and unfortunately seeing the Huskies fall 5-1. They have another quick turnaround as the Tommies from St. Thomas are on the docket for a home-and-home series this Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's game marks senior night, honoring the 5 seniors on the roster. The men's hockey team was also in action, but on the road in North Dakota this last weekend. This was not the most successful series the Huskies have had all season long, falling 7-1 and then tying in Game 2. The Huskies are back on the road this weekend, making up a postponed series against Denver, with Friday's game scheduled to air on CBS Sports Network. It's a short weekend for the men's hockey team as Minnesota Duluth comes to town on Tuesday. Over the last weekend, the wrestling team welcomed in Upper Iowa for a conference matchup. The Huskies showed pure domination against the 15th-ranked Peacocks with a 34-2 thromping. This is a big weekend coming up on the mat with 21st-ranked Southwest Minnesota State tomorrow and 17th-ranked Minnesota State coming up later on Saturday. Both duels are on the road. And like the wrestling team, the men's and women's basketball teams were inside of Hollenbeck Hall. The women's team dominated with a pair of commanding wins against Sioux Falls and Southwest Minnesota State. The men had a longer week, resulting in a win, a double overtime loss, and a tight loss to the hands of Minnesota State Mankato. Both teams stay home and welcome NSIC rivals Northern State and MSU Moorhead on Friday and on Saturday. It doesn't stop there. Track and field continued their season in Mankato over the weekend with the Mark Shuck Invitational. Senior Hannah Arison led the way, winning the pentathlon, and in the process posting an NCAA provisional standard as well. The team has some time off until the NSIC Challenge back in Mankato coming up on February 12th. As for what else is coming up this weekend, the men's swim and dive team gears up for the GLIAC Championships in Michigan starting on Friday, running through Monday. And women's tennis kicks off their season with a pair of matchups in Grand Forks, North Dakota, first taking on Minnesota Crookston on Friday and Bemidji State on Saturday. Then we have an impromptu doubleheader coming up on Tuesday as the women's hockey team welcomes in Ohio State, one of the top-ranked teams in the country. And then following them, it's the men's hockey team making up a postponed matchup against Minnesota Duluth. That wraps up another edition of the Weekend Warmup presented by SCSUtickets.com. Join us back here next week to catch up on the busy schedule of St. Cloud State Athletics.